Yellow Sea, the best example of an epicontinental seabed found on Earth. Since the last glacial maximum, part of the land, which was once a continental boundary, has been submerged because of rising sea levels and has become a shallow sea. The area has changed into a vast continental shelf, being located along the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire, an area with an abundance of volcanic activity and earthquakes. As a result of rising sea levels, thousands of islands have been created along the southwest coast of Korea, an area with a high concentration of tall mountains along the Yellow Sea. Most of Korea's major rivers run to the southwestern coast, supplying an abundance of sediments from the lands they flow through. This area has large tidal ranges of up to 10 meters. Rapid tidal currents due to macrotidal ranges have created complex channels between numerous rocky islands. With a tide which flows in and out every 6 hours, terrigenous sediments accumulate to form various tidal flat landforms. The tidal flats of Korea, of which inscription on the UNESCO World Heritage List is underway, are comprised of the Suncheon, Gocheon, Sinan, and Boseong Suncheon Getbols. The Suncheon Getbol, which shows the scenic beauty of well-conserved reed colonies and tidal channels in its brackish water zone, is a semi-enclosed type of tidal flat that covers the inner parts of Yeojaman Bay and Suncheonman Bay. What distinguishes this area from others are its tidal flat, formed by tidal currents running counterclockwise across the broad Yeojaman Bay, and its expansive salt marshes created as a result of fresh water flowing from Dongcheon stream. Since the Suncheon Getbol area lies far from the Gyeonggang River, which is the source of its sediments, quite shallow sedimentary layers have been formed along the inner parts of the bay. For this reason, this particular tidal flat area is representative of a prematured evolutionary stage of tidal flat, where the islands remain generally unfettered by sedimentary cover. The nominated area of the Suncheon Getbol covers 2,800 hectares, which composes 47% of the Boseong Suncheon Getbol. It's 602 hectares of buffer zone, which has been set up to preserve both its unique natural area and its habitat range of migratory birds, encompasses the outer reaches of the nominated area, as well as farmlands. These tidal flats, which lie furthest away from the Gyeonggang River, consist of the finest sediments of mudflats among the components of the nominated area, as the smallest suspended particles from the river settle here. The Suncheon Getbol on the southern coast of South Korea has a stable environment with relatively minimal changes in the weather. It has the largest salt marsh among the nominated areas, as seawater and freshwater meet here after flowing from the Dongcheon estuary, which has led to the formation of the brackish water zone. Reeds and seepweeds live in the marsh area as the dominant species. Various halophytes, such as sea bites and the broadleaf Physalis, also inhabit this area. Here, the salt marshes geologically collect suspended sediments, which enhance the sedimentary deposit rate of the tidal flat. They also serve to mitigate wave energy and minimize damage caused by typhoons. In addition to these salt marshes, the Suncheon Getbol has a great deal of other diverse habitats: 188 benthic diatom species, 23 marine algae species, 445 macrobenthos species, and 99 waterbird species inhabit this area. The diversity of bird species found here is the greatest among the components of the nominated area. An approximate 40,000 waterbirds, including 19 species on the IUCN Red list such as hooded cranes and black-faced spoonbills, visit the Suncheon Getbol area. This means that these tidal flats support the most diverse range of threatened species amongst the components of the nominated area. What's more, the Suncheon Getbol is Korea's largest wintering ground for the hooded crane. Indeed, the number of hooded cranes sheltering here during the winter season has been increasing with each passing year. Suncheonman Bay has the largest number of visitors among the components of the nominated area as well. Thus, Suncheon City has been steadily implementing mid- and long-term plans to conserve this area. The Suncheon Getbol, with the beauty of scenic tidal flats. The Suncheon Getbol, the home of hooded cranes, the welcome guest of winter. The Suncheon Getbol, a pioneer in making and carrying out mid- and long-term conservation and management plans. Its addition to the UNESCO World Heritage List will allow the area to continue to grow and protect the environment.